All right, it's Sunday, beautiful Florida, Sunrise, Florida, and I'm going to take my electric bike. We are in the future, so I'm going to take my electric bike, check it out. I'm going to ride over to Dan's house, and I'm going to take you with me. Follow along, check it out. So yeah, I'm like caveman 3.0 here at this point. Don't mind my daughter in the background while I record this. So yeah, leave it to the caveman to go ahead and put his drone on automatic pilot mode while he rides his bike, an electric bike, and wondering at this point right here, is my drone gonna crash in front of my eyes? And lo and behold, the DJI software does one amazing job of just keeping track of me. So I stopped right here. I said, you know what? Let this caveman get a little more comfortable. Let me go ahead and get a little higher altitude. It's still tracking me at this point. You can see the shadow of the drone right there flying around, and it's just doing its thing. The drone has a great ability to keep you centered in the frame. You see me looking around. I'm still trying to get my comfort zone, get in my comfort zone, and just cruise around. Now, the reason I bought this bike was to get outside more, to get, out of my regular routine and just, get outside in nature and just vibe a little bit more often, a little more freely. I have my regular mountain bike, which we go for rides all the time, but with this electric bike, I figured take, a little bit of the work out of it and just relax a bit, cruise around and get out there and see what this thing can do. And let me tell you, it has been absolutely amazing. But back to the drone. Do you see how the drone is tracking me? This is incredible at this point. It's keeping tabs on me. Even when I'm passing through the trees, you see it slows down, it figures out where I am, and it just gets right back on point with me. At this point now, I gotta cross a pretty major intersection. Again, Caveman 3.0, was it 3.0 or 4.0? I forget. Let's go at 4.0. Caveman 4.0, I don't have a helmet on. I'm not going at crazy fast speeds, so I can use my, experience to keep safe. And I'm gonna cross this street here. This is Oakland Park Boulevard. Busy road, but on Sundays it's very light, very safe, looks busier than it actually is, and you have great visibility. Crossing is not that tough coming out of my neighborhood. And I'm on my way to Dan's house. There's no more traffic coming at all, so I cruise on across, and now I'm hitting the sidewalk. And this is where I start to really get comfortable with the drone. I can see that the drone is doing its thing. It's got the sonar waves mapping out its area so it can keep an awareness of obstacles that are around. That is one of the great things that DJI does. From when I got my first Phantom 4 Pro back in the days, the same features were there, but now they've taken those features and just made them absolutely amazing. It's mapping out its environment, it knows what's around it, but at the same time, it's using the optical image to keep track of me. And as you decrease speed, it's doing mathematics to keep pace with no problem at all. Except right there. It cut off, but leave it to me to make a smooth transition so you wouldn't really feel that. I went behind too many trees, and at that point the drone lost me. So I just swung it around, put it in front of me, change up the angle, get a little closer to me, and keep the mission going. On to Brother Dan's house. We will make it. Now, one thing I do want to say about the Swift bike, it is extremely comfortable. The ergonomics of it, you see I've got my little biker stance or whatever you want to call it, it's very comfortable. You can slide forward or backwards on the long seat that it has to just give yourself a position that you desire, that you feel comfortable in. So if you want to get more aggressive and pedal, you can sit more forward on it. And if you want to do like I do, kind of get in that cruiser mode, you can slide yourself all the way to the rear of it, put your feet up, and just glide. Hit that throttle and just cruise. I've got my JBL Extreme 3 hanging off. Good music always, jamming. Helps me to keep that nice and good vibe while I'm cruising around on Oakland Park Boulevard. And now I'm like, you know what? I'm feeling really confident in this drone. Let's go. see the drone just following me as I made that left turn. It's gonna get a little interesting here because, you know, you got a good open road, but as I start to get closer, you'll see some trees up ahead. Now these trees are actually quite low, just enough for me to clear it, but the drone is at a significantly higher position. Watch how the drone adjusts itself and the speed as it navigates its own course on its own, going through these trees. This is absolutely insane. I've seen the commercials and things. I never really ventured off to risk my drone doing that. $2,300 is not some pocket change. I do have a warranty with Best Buy though, but again, I don't put myself in those situations. But with this bike, it's time to do different things. And check this out. On its own, the drone is doing this. Now it's figuring out what's going on, but it's still tracking me. I slowed down because I was looking at the controller, trying to see if it was keeping up, and I could see it was still moving. But look at that. You got to understand something here. All these little branches and twigs hanging down, the drone has to know what's going on and navigate through and still keep its eye on me. You know what? I think the drone is smarter than me at this point because I would have hit some branches if I was flying it. And off to Brother Dan's crib. I hit this open stretch here. I'm feeling good right now. The drone hasn't crashed. I'm not going to Best Buy with my warranty. Life is good. The music is vibing, and we make it. Pull up on the block. Music jamming. Brother Dan's crib on the left. I see the Kia and the Altima parked in the driveway. If you want to Google us, you can look at the address there. If you want to come find me and give me some money for my video, just drop it off in front of his door. I get off the bike. I do my little GTA walk, chuck up the do sign, call up Uncle Dan because he ain't answering the door. And he comes out and I tell him, hey, I made it. So that's it. Mission is accomplished. I made it to Dan's crib on the Swift bike with the DJI following me the entire time. And Dan was tripping out when he saw the drone flying. He's like, Jeff, you are a crazy caveman. And that's it, man. Come out here, check my brother out. Life is good. This is what it's all about. Doing some different things, getting out, having a good time. And we kicked it for a good bit out there. So stay here with me. I'll put up other videos. Hit the like button. Let me know what you think. Life is good. I'll holla at you.